some of the major things that you find when you're peeling back the curtain and looking at what they're currently doing and saying, hey, here are some things that we may want to address?
Yeah, there's two or three things that are really big. The first is having a clear strategy, a documented strategy and approach for the whole year. So for some of my clients, I create a
Hmm.
roadmap, which is basically a giant document. It's like 60, 70 pages, and it outlines here are the
Hmm.
things tactically that we're going to do this year, and we're going to stick to this, and this is what we're going to do. We're going to commit to these things. And that really helps because A, it makes sure everyone is aligned to what we're going to do, how we're going to reach the market, what campaigns, all that good stuff. But then B, it helps you to make sure you can check those things off as you go throughout the year. And it keeps you focused because you're not now distracted. You have a document you've all agreed to say, this is our plan. This is what we're going to do, nothing else. And you can still change it, of course, but you shouldn't change it, just on a whim. You need to be strategic and thoughtful about that. So that's the first thing. The second thing is being clear about how people do business with you. I can't tell you the number of times I've seen, websites where they say we're not getting leads or people aren't contacting our business. And if you go to the website and try to contact them, it's impossible. It's either hidden or the form doesn't work or it goes to the wrong address. So just, quality assurance, checking out your own marketing. And when you launch something, double checking it, triple checking it, and having it on a regular basis, every quarter, every month, go and try to fill out a lead form, go and try to do a purchase, add something to cart. You wouldn't believe the number of times. I mean, it's every week I see with my clients something they've launched or released or had out there doesn't work. And, fortunately we catch it before it's too late. But can you imagine going, a quarter or a year and your lead forms don't work or your ad campaign isn't running properly? So really checking that stuff is so important. And when you're a smaller business, when you have a limited budget or a smaller team, that becomes even more important because again, you don't have the time to be doing that, but you really need to set aside the time to do that. It's so important.
I agree 100%. I see it all the time too. Lack of focus, and I demonstrate that myself. I think we were just having this conversation today. Being able to block stuff out, all the distractions, and just focus on the high priority things, committing to those with consistent, inputs essentially, is what's going to get us there. But we have shiny objects, right? People will hear something like on a podcast, or we'll hear something, out there in the ether, and we'll say, "Oh, maybe we should try that." Which I think a lot of the times goes to that short-term mentality, right? I think a lot of business owners and marketers, they have this short-term mentality that they're really trying to do sales with marketing, right? And if they're not
Yes.
focused, they end up having a shorter time frame that they play within that doesn't ever play out for benefiting their prospective client or buyer. Um, but no, I think that's very true, and it's something to not glaze over.